Ciao Tesla people, I'm back at charging and doing the Supercharge talk number 23. So let's start to charge and let's open the charge port and let's see if the app this time it will collaborate with me and I don't have to guess which one is it. So let's start do this. Okay, 101. Okay, let's try this one. Yeah, I got it. I'm incredible. And I'm charging, let's see. I'm at 43%, okay. So it should take like 20 seconds to start the charge. Yep, charging green here. And let's get inside 100 kilowatts, 107, 112, 116, 119. Pretty good. And let's see how much is inside here. 117 kilowatts. That's pretty good. I'm going to charge it to 80%. So this charge is 150 kilowatts. So 113, 117 was pretty good. So let's do the Supercharge talk while we charge. It will take like 20-25 minutes. I need to do some shopping and I don't think that's enough. Maybe yes, we'll do. We'll see. Anyway, so Supercharge talk number 23. In the meantime, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. So there was a new release, the 2024.26.7, and it was just bug fixes. I didn't see any other changes in the software or undocumented changes. Here's 2024.26.7. I installed it. Took like less than half an hour, which means usually it's just bug fixes and there are no major changes, which is okay. Then I received an email from Tesla Italia here in Italy, and it was about the recall of the Frunk opening issue. They were explaining what's going on and stuff, but the software change, so over-the-air update change was 2024.20. something, and the fix in that firmware. Of course, I'm at 26, so I had no issue. So this recall for Tesla or for any EVs that have a software update via OTA, they really don't make sense. I mean, to the media, a recall is like hardware recall, that you have to bring your car back to the dealer or whatever. They need to fix stuff. In this case, it's, for most of the EVs, in particular Tesla, it's just a software update. So they fix it in the software update and they release it, and so you can install it and you get the fix. That's I call it the OTA recall, whatever it's going to be. A cool news is Giga Berlin, the factory, Tesla factory in Berlin, in Germany. They finally use electric trains. I think until now they use diesel train, and now they switch to electric. Really good, you know, good for the environment. Another news is that there is a new Model 3 with a lower price and a lower construction quality, especially on the inside. They change a bunch of things like the fabric here, they change it. They change, what else? They change a bunch of things to lower the cost of the Model 3. I don't remember how many dollars was, but it was like a $2,000 or $3,000 less. So it's like a more affordable version of the Model 3. And it was for it wasn't for the United States, but it was for Mexico. At least that was the article was mentioning. So I guess it's Tesla is looking to improve the costs for other countries for the Model 3, which is really good. And then another news, and this includes all electric vehicle. In China, the government is pushing to have a vehicle-to-grid installed on all electric cars. And the reason is that, of course, they noticed that there are millions and millions of cars. 50% of last month's sales were EVs with a battery. So there are all these vehicles with batteries, they're going around, and they can, of course, participate to stabilize the grid, the electric grid, okay? And of course, storage. They spend millions and millions of dollars for storage for renewable, for solar, for wind. So they said, why not use even the cars? So this is a new thing. Hopefully we'll see more and more on this, because you can participate. That means you can sell part of your charge. So for example, if you charge your home and you have solar, you can resell your energy by using a vehicle-to-grid battery. That's the picture that they're trying to establish. Okay, and it's very interesting. So we'll look for more news and look forward to this implementation in China. Okay, and then another consideration that this was my opinion, and I think it is a lot of people are focusing on the robotaxi, all the stuff from Tesla, which will take time, and most of the people are interested in this are people that are investing in Tesla, okay? Not everybody. Of course, it's cool to have a robotaxi or a car that drives itself, but what is needed for the mass market are the Model 2 and a van. And the reason I'm saying this, the Model 2, because here in Europe there is a big movement of people. They complain about EVs are expensive. Of course, now they put tariffs on Chinese vehicle. I read it today that there was a BYD vehicle for $21,000, and it's really a nice vehicle. Now they put tariffs. I think BYD is 30% or something like that. So it would cost, instead of 21, it would cost 28 or 29. Okay, but a Tesla should move much faster towards the Model 2 or the lower cost vehicle, and also a van for commercial use. For example, for people that do constructions, or people that do electricians, plumbing work. All these people that go around with vans, a commercial van to do delivery too. I think that's going to be a big market. It also will take away diesel and gasoline vehicles from commercial sites and from the streets. They pollute a lot because most of these vehicles are diesel cars, and they don't really take care of that because of the engine and all the car, because they're commercial. Okay, so they don't care. Also, Model 2, the lower cost Tesla, as I was saying, a lot of people are saying they cost a lot. So a Model 2 will take away that excuse for lots of people moving from diesel or gasoline or even GPL or gas. Here in gas as non-gasoline, but natural gas. Moving away from those polluting fuel to electric cars. Okay, there are lots of people here, for example, in Italy, they own two cars, and one is a small car for driving around the city and do the usual shopping, all that stuff, or going to work, so they don't use the bigger car. And of course, cars are much smaller here in Italy. I can show you here. That's a small car. Those are a small car, a Panda. Even here parked, all small cars, okay? So it would be a huge market for Tesla. And I would like to see some more progress in this and more news about this. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm done with the Supercharge talk number 23. I'm at 60%. I will charge to 80%. Let me go back to charging here. I put it 80%, 50 minutes to go. And then after that, I will do some shopping. I'll get back to you as soon as I'm done this, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm still at 82 kilowatts charging, which is pretty good. So I'm done charging. Let's unlock the port and let's get out from here. So I stopped here and I charged 30 kilowatts, which is pretty good. Charge around 30 kilowatts. Anyway, everything went good. Supercharge talk number 23. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share it, and I'll see you on next video. Ciao Tesla people.